the angriest man in Orlando? I just need to get to the bottom of it because it can go two ways. People can look and be like, okay, this is one silly individual, or they can say why he the angriest man in Orlando, or why he's so angry all the time. I just need to get to the bottom of it
But
because you're so happy with this name that you got. Like you just thrilled to have this name.
but do you not wonder that there may be some other people that also think they're the angriest? Like, do we
I
have
mean,
an angriest woman in Orlando? Is anybody watching tonight who may be the angriest woman in Orlando?
but why? Why you want to be the angriest man in Orlando? Because that could prevent nice women. First of all, I need to
Okay.
know why do you have on a tie and your hair looking like alfalfa or buckwheat on the Little Rascal? What is going on
No.
with you?
It is debate night. And we here are very professional when it comes to debates. So we're going to give you the skinny, the highs, the lows, the sleepy Joe, the crazy Trump. We're going to give it to you all tonight.
Okay, and that's fine, but do you have to
Right.
have on a tie in a white shirt? I mean, you
Yeah,
looking
it's
a little
debate night.
spiffy. You looking a little
Debate night.
spiffy,
Yeah.
you know. But you did not warn me that you was going to be having on ties and barrettes and stuff like that.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
just I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
Gotta
back
be
to the angriest man. I
okay.
just feel like you running people off from you with the title.
Not so. I'll give you 5 reasons why I make a good boyfriend slash husband. Okay. Number 1, I live on my own. I support myself. I pay my own bills. Number 2, being the angriest man in Orlando means there won't be many fights because not a lot of people want to fight the angriest man in Orlando. Okay. Number 3, I can be very compassionate and caring at times. I'm very stoic right now. The anger's not coming out right now. Peace is coming out right now. So it's not always angry.
Okay,
No,
so stop right there.
okay. Where am
What
I at?
percentage are you angry within one day? Within one day?
Within one day,
Yes.
what percentage can I be angry at stuff?
Yes.
You want an average or a high, a low?
A high. I want the high.
Oh, a high is about 90% of that day.
Okay. So what triggers you to be the angriest man? What triggers it?
Okay. It could be simple things such as people not paying attention and not caring. For example, this morning, there is a lady in her BMW SUV, third in line of cars going to take a left turn. Okay. I'm fourth in line. There's a guy in a black Ford Fusion behind me. Light turns green. First 2 cars start to go. Truck in front of me, the SUV in front of me does not move. She's smoking her cigarette out the window, which I could see the smoke. Before I can even get onto my horn, the guy behind me in the black Ford Fusion lays on his horn and starts screaming. By the time she figured out what was going on, she got up and the light had already turned yellow and she stopped. Now, I got angry, but I went onto the other side into the other lane and I did not make the light. But this guy in the black Ford Fusion came up into the going straight lane, laid on his horn, and flipped her off as he went by. So, yes, I did reach a degree of angry, but not quite as much as him.
So, right. Okay. And I understand that.
Right.
But why would you let that spoil your day?
Because there are people out there that do not care, do not pay attention, and assume they are the only person out there.
So they
And
sucking
for
your energy out of
people like
you.
me, gentleman in that black Ford Fusion, we're trying to get things done in the world. Do you want things done in this world?
It's part of life. That's
Do
what it's
you think
called.
if
It's
people
called part of
had
life.
hold Do you think if people had that attitude of, well, I'm sitting here, I'm smoking my cigarette, I'm looking at my phone, don't worry, when the light changes, I'll get to it, don't worry. Do you think if people had that attitude, we would have the innovations we have today? We would be able to have the infrastructure we have today. We would be
Let
able to have the
it
world running the way it
it
is.
it's called a
No,
world, right?
no,
It's
we
called a
wouldn't.
huge
I can tell you that
world,
right now.
and that's why we got different individuals in the world. Everybody is different.
Right?
So that what makes the world, because everybody
Right.
is different.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna beat to the beat of your drum. Everybody not gonna dance to the beat of your drum. So you got to figure your little mind out like, hey, I'm not gonna let this get to me today. I'm not gonna be the angriest man today. I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be gentle. I'm just gonna be happy today. Every time I see you, you got some sort of anger or some sort of issue going on every day. I just don't understand it.
So let me ask this. Why does it bother you so much?
Because why would someone be angry every single day? You woke up this morning. That's enough to say, thank God. I live to see another day. You just gonna be angry every day. You gonna pout. It's something you always got going on in your little mind. It's like a turbulence in your little mind, like you on a flight and it's full of turbulence, and you don't know how to get through the turbulence.
But
I'm
like you
just saying,
said, there's people of all different types.
right? But
So
every day,
it has to be my yin is to somebody else's yang. I
uh-uh,
have to stay angry because someone else is
no.
staying happy all the time.
Okay, so
That's
when you get
how the
a
world
girlfriend,
connects.
when you get a when you meet a nice
Right,
individual, right?
right, right.
So by you being the angriest man, it gonna throw her for a loop because she's trying to have positive energy. She's trying to enjoy something that she's surrounding herself with. But then here you go with the foolery because you mad about something or something that made you upset. It's not gonna work. It's not.
What if I meet someone who
Okay.
gets just as angry as I do?
Okay, then both of y'all need to go see a psychiatrist or something because that's just not cute.
Why?
Why it take two people to be angry out there? You want someone that gonna uplift you. You need that spark, right? Because you already the angriest man, that so you say. So you need a female that gonna suck that out of you and become positive energy so she can kind of ground you because you need that right one to come in your life and get you right together. Not
Not
just
necessarily.
not just agree
Because
with everything you got going on.
under that theory, you say it's grounding me. What if I get more done with the angry energy in me? Now,
No.
what if I become docile when I'm grounded and I don't care about stuff anymore? And I'm just lackadaisy and I'm just free as a bird
That's why you
and
need
doing
that
my
right
own little
woman.
thing.
That's why
And
you need that right female to say, get it together. Get it
maybe I
together.
show up to work tonight. Maybe I don't show up to work. Maybe I decide I'm going to sit in bed and just hang
I'm
out
just saying. I'm
because
just
it's
saying, get
fun.
yourself together. That's all I'm saying. Get it together. You ain't got to. I just want you to have. I just want to see you one day. You like, you know what? I had a great day today. That's not gonna come out your mouth,
Probably not. Not with
right?
the way the world is right
Okay,
now.
but you
Now,
can't
if we could
control. You
change
cannot
the way the
control the
world
world.
is.
You can't control the world. So don't let the world stop you from being a great individual. That's all I'm saying. You
Who
do
said wait,
Anthony. Do Anthony.
who
Don't
says
let
I'm
all
not
the
supposed to
women
be
think.
this?
Don't let all the women think that you're just the angriest man. Oh, he angry every day. He upset every day. Don't nobody want to deal with that because that's what people are thinking. Now
But
you may,
don't you think there might be an angry woman that would love to have an angry man alongside?
or like I just said, both of y'all silly and crazy together. I would love to meet the angriest woman
All
because
right,
both.
that's it. We need to find the angriest woman in Orlando. If you think that might be you, please comment below. Let us know who you are. We'll bring you on the show. And we'll find out who the angriest woman in Orlando is.
Now, the same thing I'm telling you, I'm going to tell her. You crazy.
Well, I mean, what if she's a lawyer? What if she likes arguing? And she makes six-figure salary.
Okay, but she got to separate that.
Has a great car, has a
she
nice
need to
dog.
Separate that from work, from home.
And she loves
leave it in court. Leave it in court.
Make an argument on almost anything.
No, honey, I ain't got time for all that because I need positive energy. You should want positive individual around you, especially when it comes to a significant other. Because both of y'all being angry, sitting, I can imagine both of y'all eating oodles and noodles or hamburger helper or something, and both of y'all just angry for no reason. It's just not gonna work.
But what if we're angry at the same thing?
Okay, but who's going to turn it around and say, you know what, babe? Let's not be angry at it anymore. Let's just let it go.
What if we're both angry at it and we both inspire each other to do something and we both get turned on by it? And that fire and that passion is so engulfed. What would you say to that? Would you not say those are happy people?
No, there's nothing happy about that. Because I think you get a thrill or a rush off being angry.
This is how movements started. Revolutions. People got angry and started something.
Listen.
There were a lot of people in some of those revolutions.
Right, but right now, let it go. Just let it go. I just want you to have one peaceful day. I just want to see you and you're like, you know what? I had a great day today.
Well, I've got nothing booked for next Friday, so we'll see. We'll see next Friday.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Ooh, so what you got going on for tonight? You killing me with this tie and this.
Jesus Welcome to the show, everybody. This is it. It's debate night. We're going to have our own little debate tonight, and we're going to get right into it. And the first topic is money versus peace. Can you please describe that? What are we talking about?
Okay, money versus peace, right? Okay, say, for an example, like me, of course, we all want money, but at the same time, we all need peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, would you take a six-figure job that's that stresses you out, but you getting money, or do you prefer a five-figure job and you have a lot of peace? Like, would you be a judge?
Yes.
People.
100% yes.
Why?
Because I'm gonna get a little weird. Born under the scales of the Libra, have been very well at balancing things out.
I'm a Libra.
Okay. So I've been able to kind of see both sides of issues, you know? So I think I would be probably better actually as a litigation attorney. But you know, eventually I could move up to judge, but I would love to do like probably like civil law, maybe. I'd like to do that.
I mean, I'm thinking, do I see you doing that? I don't know. I could balance both, you know, having money and my peace, because I just think you need peace in life, right?
Mm.
Because
what do you define as peace? Is it just like an easy day or
easy day? I want to come home. If I don't have to cook, I'm not cooking. I don't want to cook, I'm not cooking. I don't need nobody to aggravate me. I don't need the angriest man or the angriest woman or whatever coming in, talking about, oh, this done made me mad. Just like, no. What is wrong with you? Go sit down somewhere. Go out the door. Something. I just want to come home, peace, quiet, like right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's peaceful. It's quiet, especially when you done had a hard day at work. You just want to come home and relax. not have to do anything or just do whatever you want to do when you get off work. You may want to go walk the mall or want to go do this. That brings peace. Not, oh Lord, when I get up, I have to do this. I have to go over here and help this person. I got to try to do this today. You know, you have a whole itinerary of stuff that you got to do when you get up. I don't have time for all that. I just want to do me. I just want to be very peaceful. When you go in an apartment complex, like the apartment complex I'm in now, it's peaceful, it's quiet. Child, you're gonna move into a bigger apartment complex. Child, you got dogs running everywhere, you got children running everywhere. And there's nothing wrong with the kids, right? And then you got neighbors that stomping and they just loud. And I just ain't got time for all that. I'm all about my peace right now. All about my peace, saving energy, and just woosah. You, child, I don't know.
So you just need an easier life.
What?
Like,
I think complicated right now.
Have you thought about moving out to the country?
I ain't no country boy.
I'm not saying you got to become country, but you could live out in the country. You know, where there's some space between neighbors, and because Florida is a really weird state. I haven't really seen this in other states, but for some reason, you guys build houses within about 10 feet of each other. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah. Right about now, it's like it's 5 feet to my 10 feet. It's crazy to me. I can't live in nothing like that.
You need some side yard there.
Yes. I'm not a country person. I love the big city living because it gives me the option to do things when I want to do the things or when I get my grandbaby. So the country, like I don't see some countries to it's so country to where it's like you got to travel 15, 20, 30 minutes to go to Piggly Wiggly or Walmart or whatever the case may be. I ain't got time for all that. I just don't got time for all that. I don't want to do all. Nah, I'm not finna drive 30, 40 minutes to go to the grocery store or go to the side store to get me a pack of M&Ms or something like that. It takes too long. Why is you driving 40 minutes just to go to the store? That's crazy.
So I would not suggest Texas then.
What?
I would not suggest moving to Texas then, because that's about an hour anywhere to anything.
Yeah, see, I ain't got time for all that. I want to be able to get in my car, drive 1 or 2 blocks, and I'm right there at the store. Or Popeyes right there, or McDonald's, or whatever case may be. I ain't got time to be getting on highways and expressways and all that to get somewhere. I ain't got time for the country. It's too slow. To me, it's boring. And I know some people like the country. I'm not putting the country down now, the country vibe down.
Okay.
Because people love it. And there's nothing wrong with it. You see cows, horses, sheep, pigs, and all that. It is what it is. But I like the big city living. I just need to be, instead of a complex, more of a duplex or more of a home. So I can have my peace or whatever.
Right.
But so I just don't. Go ahead.
So to really answer that question, I would rather take the 6-figure job with the larger amounts of stress.
I ain't gonna be stressed out. I'm too old for that.
Because with that bigger income, you can have a nicer home away from everything, where when you escape work, you're going somewhere where it's comfortable, it's peaceful. Cook your barbecue or whatever. Have a wonderful kitchen to make your food, have a nice living room to sit in, versus simply just being in the rat race and then having a littler house or a small apartment to go to where you're stressed out because there's a lot of stuff around you always going off and always going on. So there's a little bit of a compromise. Do you want the stress at work or do you want the stress at home?
I don't want it neither.
Well, then you got to win the lottery at that point.
Child, what today is Thursday? Oh, I play tomorrow. I be trying because I'm out.
Either that or I'm out. Can you invent something?
I don't know. I was thinking about that, I was really thinking about that.
But even then, when you do an invention, you got to patent it. Then you got to find a supplier to build it, and then you
Right.
gotta make
It's
sure
a
the
lot
supplier's
goes
building
into
it
it.
correctly.
Right.
So there's a
Right.
lot of, moving parts you have to
Right.
do. But I think the best part of like running a business and being at that upper income and is you're working and working and working, but you're seeing results. Like look
I'm
at
not finna,
your
I'm not
sales page for the quarter.
I'm not
Look
finna be the
at
one that work 60, 70 hours a week. I ain't got time for that foolery. No. No.
look
It's
at the
work life.
reviews. You get to see the
It's work life
appreciation that
balance.
people have for
No, work
whatever
life
you're
balance.
supplying them.
Work life balance. I'm not gonna be working 70, 80 hours a week. That's no, ma'am. I'm not doing all that. No. You forgot I'm in my
What?
50s, right? So
Okay.
I'm 52. Lord's willing, I'll be
Yeah.
53 in a couple more months. I ain't got time for that foolery. I got the woosah. I got to live life a little slower now because I'm getting up there. So I ain't got time for all that. I ain't gonna be
So
working no
what do you
70, 80.
what do you say to Warren Buffett, who runs a multi-billion-dollar company and spends, decent amount of time at work, but decent amount of time he's been known to take his grandkids to Dairy Queen on the weekends and have a nice little outing out.
I mean,
Is
kudos
that
to him.
is that
Kudos to him.
do you think that's stressful?
Well, Warren Buffett, it's time for him to sit down somewhere.
Why is it time
I
for
mean,
him to sit down?
how old is he?
He's in his 80s,
Okay, let it go. Let it go. It's time.
but they
Enjoy
don't
the
want
rest
him
of your
to
look.
either.
Huh?
They don't want him to either. The people
Well,
that are
he would only
supporting
want to
him.
you in your 80s, and you still talking about you finna go to work. Try, please.
Yeah.
And you a billionaire, that don't add up. Try to sit down somewhere and enjoy life.
Oh, he
Why is you
enjoys it
still going to work
still.
stressing yourself and you in your 80s? It's almost over with, first of all.
But
It's true. It's
his
almost
business
over.
partner, Charlie Munger, actually lived to be 99. So
Okay,
I
but
want to
you
say,
got
actually,
so
he
much
might be in
money.
his 90s also. So,
Okay, and
because
that
he's
may be
close.
so, but right about now is let it go. Spend the rest of your little years and your little life traveling, doing the things that do the things of all things, and spend more time with your grandkids. Talking about they got to wait till the weekend to go get an ice cream cone and snow cone and all that, and they got time for all it. Let it go. You in your late 80s is over.
He's 93 years old.
Who? Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's even more.
And
Let it go.
he
Let
looks like
the
he's 70.
child, please, whatever. Child, please. It's really worse. You done made it worse. Let it go.
What?
Step on down. Leave it to the other people. Let it go. You got enough money to do whatever you need to do. Let it go. It's over. It's over.
Who's going to run the
Enjoy the rest
company
of your
then?
time. Say what?
Who's going to run the company then?
Hey, that's not his problem. He done did what he needed to do. If he don't have people up under him that don't know what they're doing, then he should have never hired them anyway. It's time. Sit down somewhere, Warren Buffett. It's over. You in your 90s and you talk about you still finna go to work. Child, please.
I think he really enjoys his job and he loves going
And
in
that may
and
be so,
doing
but child, you
stuff
in
and
your
looking
90s, you
at
ain't got
it.
much time left.
No, he still got time. Got plenty of time.
I'm talking about you shouldn't be going to work talking about you tapping on it because he ain't typing. He tapping on the computer. He ain't typing. He tapping. Doing this.
There
You in
are
your 90s. It's over.
CEOs, presidents, vice presidents that go into work, and some days are a little more stressful than others, but I think they generally like what they're doing, especially getting that high up into a company. You have to love the company you're with.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I can win 50 mil right now. I'm quitting my job. It's over. I'm done. I'm done.
You wouldn't start your own company at that point?
At that point, yes, but for what? But it ain't gonna be nothing stressful either. Why is he going to work? Why is he getting up? He finna go to work.
Because he loves looking at the numbers. He loves doing
he could pay
stocks
somebody to
and
do
moving
that.
and everything.
No. He got too much money. He could pay somebody to do that. Baby, call me. Tell me what's going on, sweetie. Do he have a wife?
Well, he's got several kids, so yeah.
So the kids need to step up to the plate.
His wife is... Well, he doesn't want to give them any money either, so...
Why? What he gonna do with the money?
No, they need to work for themselves, which one of the sons actually has a very good farming company.
Well, who he gonna leave the money to?
Um,
Who he gonna
da,
leave it
da, da,
to?
da, 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 da. His first, I believe he's still married to his second wife. I don't see a divorce on that. So, I believe he's going to do it where when he passes away, most of the money's going to charity.
Oh, child, please. Okay,
Several,
okay. And then charity
billionaires
ain't
are
gonna do.
doing that kind of stuff.
No, Warren Buffett need to sit down somewhere. And I just don't. Why is you got your alarm
What?
set? Talking about you finna get up and go to work and you 93. Child, please. Life is about to end. It's over. Enjoy the rest of your little time. You done planted your little seed. It's time. Sit down somewhere, enjoy the rest of your little life, and be done with it. Why is you waking up, come out, you finna go to work and you in your 90s?
Okay. But as you said, there are people with different types of attitude in this world, and not
Okay,
everybody's going to be the same.
right?
So it'd be okay for him to do it. I'm not saying you're going to do it at 93 years
Oh no, I'm
old.
not doing it in my
But
90s. Lord's willing, knock on wood, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to be working in my 90s. I'm not doing it.
no,
I don't want to work in my 60s, talking about 90s.
you're
And he got
tapping
all
out
this money
early.
and he 93. Child,
Yeah.
please, you better leave it to the kids. And why is you giving all the charity anyway?
Several
You
billionaires
sat
have
there and
made.
had all the kids. You might well just give it to them.
Well, they got their own money at this point.
I'm just saying, you
They're
talking
doing
about
very
he
well.
don't want to
Also.
leave none of it to him. You had them.
Well, if they don't need it, why not just give it to charity and help other people and stuff
Okay,
around
so
the world?
is charity really going to do what they're supposed to do? Because I was everybody talking about, oh, charity. Child, please. Oh, we going this, that. But they're still not coming up with solutions, or they're still not making, like cancer been around for about 50 decades and they still haven't found a cure yet for it. And people done donated to this cancer research how many years? How many
Okay.
decades?
This is an interesting topic.
Yes.
Cancer has been around for a long time.
Correct.
They've found a lot of cures or even ways to combat some diseases, right? Like take, for instance, AIDS. There are now medications that can suppress it and, keep people living a lot longer, right?
Correct.
So with cancer, you have a lot of companies making money with chemotherapy. Do you believe that they may have already found a way to cure cancer, but will not divulge it because the healthcare companies will lose a lot of money if they do?
Exactly. And that's the reason why. But to me, it's not fair that y'all being so selfish to where you don't want to. But okay, they suppress HIV, right?
Right.
To where now, because a lot of people don't study stuff. Me and you, we study. We I'm nosy anyway. So, but if you can take a daily pill, right, to suppress it or whatever, and not give it, or you can't receive it or give it to your partner or whatever. Okay, so with cancer been out a long time, right? And they sitting here watching individuals die from cancer because leukemia don't work for everybody. I done had people die from cancer. That's very close to me. So everything, all that stuff that they giving individuals don't work, right? It make a lot of people more sick than others. So why be selfish when you got the cure? You just don't want to give it because it's a pharmaceutical thing.
Here's the opposite side of that also. With HIV and AIDS, this is more of a viral infection.
Right.
Cancers are more genetic, possibly bacterial diseases.
Yes. I get it.
So there may not be an actual way to defeat it. This may have been something that was put into the human species at such a long time ago as sort of like a failsafe to keep, people from evolving or even overpopulating the planet.
Oh God, here we go.
It may have been there for that reason.
Well,
and so
now
you would not be able to cure it.
they need a cure for something or suppress it or whatever the case may be, whatever they got going on in their little research centers, because it's so many of them. And it's okay, people. Warren Buffett, leave your coins to whoever you feel like you want to leave your coins to. I'm just saying, you're in your 90s, stop working, let it go. It's over. Let the
I
job go.
I enjoy waking up to go to work. The
Now
routine of
listen,
it, I like. When I don't do anything on the weekends, I feel terrible. So I can understand how some
find
people
something
love
to do.
working.
You in Orlando, there's plenty to do. Get out there and engage yourself to the things that's going on out there. You don't have to stay stuck in your house. Work on your little Corvette or whatever. Did you change your brakes?
Yes, I did. I already
How
did.
long did it took you?
It was actually about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay,
It
that's
wasn't very
good.
long at all.
Okay. But you got to get out there and do something, because you don't have to sit home all weekend and do nothing. But you do need to take that one day just to woosah, not do nothing, energize your body and get proper rest or whatever the case may be. But there's plenty to do in Orlando. You don't have to sit home the entire weekend.
But I enjoy building and I enjoy seeing results and expanding stuff and
No, I'm not
getting
saying, and that's
driven
great, because I know
stuff.
that you have passion for that, and I get it. Lord knows I get it. Like me, I'm always got something going on over the
Mm,
weekend, during the week. When I get off, it's always something, because I have such a huge family. But
right.
like
Would
they
you
want to
ever
go to
work
Aquatica.
would you ever work 7 days a week?
Oh no, 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 no! I'm not doing that.
No.
No, no. Mm-mm. I'm in my 50s. Okay, I'm
Okay.
not working 7 days a week. I'm not doing 70 hours a week. I'm just not doing it.
So
I'm not.
let's rewind to you in your 20s. Would you do 7 days a week?
I was too busy trying to go to the club. I wasn't doing all that. I was doing no. What? Why would someone want to work 7 days a week? You're not
Get
giving
that
your body.
money.
Okay, but you could do that during the week. Get
Get
a
that
full time job,
progress.
a part time job. You be home by 11 o'clock. That way you can take a proper shower, get in the bed, wake up, take a shower, and start your day again. So you work from 8 to about 11 at night. If you it's a problem if you ain't got enough money by then, because you got a full-time job and a part-time job, right? The weekends need to be for you to get proper rest, sleep, nutrition, all these good things of whatever the case. Because if you don't shut your body down, your body gonna shut it down itself. So you ain't got to worry about it. But I'm not working 7 days a week back in my 20s and my teens, and I wasn't doing all that. I'm not doing what I'm working. No, 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 no. I'm not doing all that. No. For what? What I'm working 7 days a week for? Mm-mm.
To make enough money to build and expand and grow.
Listen, I always tell you what the Lord, God forbid, whatever the insurance policy don't do, I don't know what to tell my grandbaby. I don't know what to tell her. I love you, but this is all you get, and I'm not finna work myself to death, and then for someone else to enjoy the profits, the proceeds and stuff. No, I'm not doing all that. No. I ain't working no 7 days a week. I'm not finna work 70 hours a week. I'm not doing all that. No. I'm not finna run myself ragged. I need to live to about 90. True, but I ain't finna work in my 80s and 90s either.
So let me ask you this. If you were living with someone and you were working 40 hours and you weren't making enough, would you want them working over 40 hours to make up for it?
No. No, because my bills is my bills, right? I don't
Right.
need this other person. I got to handle me and take care of my personal bills, right? So that's me. I'm a handle mines, I'm a handle mines or whatever. I don't want this person think they have to come in and do all this extra work for me. No, because it's not fair to them. So no. Mm-mm. I'm just saying what I'm not going to do. Lord's willing. I'm not finna work 80 hours a week. I'm not finna work 7 days a week. No, that's not living life. I got to work and live life too. I got to travel. I got to go to New York. I got to go to DC. I got to go to Vegas. There's places and things I need to do. It's places I got to go, people I need to see and stuff like that. No.
Well, that's good because at least we see there's some boundaries here. Because it's funny, I've seen people who barely work, but will have somebody else living in the home and expect them to work
No, no,
over and
no.
above and beyond.
No,
So,
that's not right to your roommate or your significant other or whatever y'all got going on in that household. No, I'm gonna take care of me, right? As long
right,
as I got breath in my body, Lord's willing, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work. I'm not finna, I'm gonna go hard for me and make sure I have. I don't want no one else to cover my slack. When I don't want to put myself in it, I got to get myself out of it. It ain't got nothing to do with you or the other individual, right? You pay
right.
your part, I'm gonna make sure I pay my part. That's all I'm saying, because I'm always equal to, half and half and all this other stuff. Okay, now that you mentioned, okay. So it's
Okay,
you and your significant other, right?
right.
Just take yourself out of the equation. Y'all just gonna bust the bills down, right? Just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So y'all going half on the bills, right? So
Okay,
when, let's say your sister need somewhere to stay for, let's just say 2 months, right?
right.
Or 6 months. Do y'all bust the bills down three ways, or how do you handle that situation? Because a lot of people come to me like, hey, such and such moving in, how should it how should it work? Because now it's three people in the household and not two. So I tell people, before you move somebody in with you, you both should have an agreement. So both parties or all three parties will know how to handle the situation.
Yes, 100%. You should have an agreement. You should also look at the situation. Why are they moving in? If they have their own job and they're still working, and it's simply just, hey, I'm waiting for a new place, or I needed to get out of my old place. Okay, chip in a little. If it's the sister lost the job and is no longer working and trying to get back on her feet, then I would say, you know, give her a few months of not paying anything to get back on your feet. And then if you can, chip in from there. So I would
Okay.
say,
Say for instance, I'm with my cousin. Me and my cousin stay together. We busting rent. We busting all bills down, right?
right.
So now I got a boyfriend that want to move in. Then what happens? How you
Well,
how, how
you
you bust the bills down
could
then?
you could offer to get your cousin their own apartment, maybe put up a security deposit or something, and then you could move your boyfriend in. Or if you guys are comfortable enough, you and your boyfriend live in one end of the place and your cousin lives at the other end of the place.
So do
And
you bust the
you
bills
guys will
down three
share and
ways or
stuff.
you keep it two ways?
I would say do it two ways, but you and your boyfriend can then split your half.
Right. That's what I try to tell individuals. I'm like, listen, you already busting it down half and half, right? Then your
Mhm.
significant other move in. You just make because I've seen people argue, um, stop being friends and cousins and all that because of this situation right here. That's why
Mhm.
I asked. Cause I'm like you. Like I totally agree with you. Like, hey, we already half and half. So if my significant other move in, then he gonna make sure I'll have to get paid. But then the my cousin will feel like, well, it's not fair that I have to pay 600 and they paying 600, but it's two of them paying 600 versus me just paying 600.
But then that is the inspiration to work a little harder, get the money you need, and get your own damn place.
Oh Jesus.
Okay?
Okay. That was good. That was good. That
Either
was good.
one of the two parties is going to get aggravated with the other one. I've seen this way too many times.
Right.
And then either the two parties are paying less and have saved up enough and they'll end up moving out and getting another place, or the single party ends up hating it because they got two other people they're living with and they don't ever have time and space. And they just say, I'm going to go live with somebody else or I'm going to go get my own place.
So do you
And
like living by yourself?
to a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
There is one thing, that I actually thought about. If you are alone, make sure somebody else knows where you are. So in case something terrible happens, there's not like 5 or 6 days that go by and suddenly people start realizing you're not around. I remember the commercial with the lady who needed the little beeper thing if
Oh,
something happened
Jesus.
to her or something.
Lord.
So if you do live alone, think about that. Think about that thought. It's a little
So
grim,
you
but
saying
think
that
about it.
if you live alone, your family
But
should check up on you. That's what you're saying?
yeah, I would say
So
definitely because, you know, loneliness can hit people living alone. Even though they seem happy and they're living their lives and they're doing fun stuff or whatever, there can still be times where loneliness hits. So yeah,
right.
give them a call, send them a text, see what's going on with them.
This is funny that you mentioned that. Me, I'm to the point to where um I hate to see people walking by themselves. I hate to see people anywhere by themselves. Like I don't go out by myself. I don't
Mhm.
do a lot of things by myself because I just always feel like it should be a friend, a cousin, significant other should be with the individual or whatever the case may be. Now I can see if you're on your way to work, I understand that or whatever the case may be, but I just feel like you should have that connection with someone else where you could have a friend or a confidant or whatever the case may be. Because I hate to see people being alone or by themselves. I absolutely hate it.
Well, I'll say if they're going out to, shopping or they're going to the movies or they're going to a play or something, they may be happy in that moment because they're doing
Right,
something that they
right.
like. They wanted to go see it. They had to go see this play or whatever. It's times when you're kind of by yourself at your place. So, don't like, oh, every Friday at 9, I'm going to call this person just to make sure. No, randomly do it. And if you need to, like, set a timer on your phone to a certain day at a certain time and say, okay, I'm going to call them at this time. It'll really be special to that person because that person's not going to be expecting it. And it'll just be like, oh, holy cow. And all you got to do is like, hey, how are things? What's going on? What are you up to? What's going on for the weekend? Are you doing anything? And little stuff like that makes a lot of to people.
I mean, I agree,
So,
but I have
some
such
people
a
do like being alone, but I think at certain times it's not always the best.
right. I agree.
Right.
I just have such a huge family. Like we talk to each other every day or see each other every day. So, but it could get scary at times. A child, my granddaughter, she say, she not staying with me. She gonna stay with her daddy. She said, but I check on you, Papa, and all that. I'm like, Lord,
Right.
child, they probably gonna throw me in a nursing home, Lord's willing, and whatever the case, but whatever. But I agree with what you just said. Check on your fam. Make sure they okay.
But that's why I
But
would stay, I'm pretty sure I'll stay working till at least 70s and 80s.
oh,
I
child,
mean, I would
uh-uh.
love to work with younger people and hey, what's going on
Okay,
with
so what if you
this?
meet
What do you
what
think
if you
of
meet
that?
what if you meet
But
that one and she says she don't want to working in your late 70s and 80s? Then what?
then she better be paying the bills. I mean,
But if y'all busting down, then what's the problem?
why would she not want me working though?
Why do you want to work in your 80s?
Because like I say, the routine of it is what I enjoy. I enjoy having somewhere to go during the day rather than like I'm not the type to sit at home and be like, "Oh, I got, a karate class at 10, and then I'm going to go grab, brunch with the guys, and then I'll be home around 3." That's not me. That's not my thing is going out 8 to 5 to 6 o'clock if need be, and then come home, have dinner, and go from there. And I enjoy that. So that's why I say for some people, it's okay. You want to sit at home, you want to lay back. It's cool, great. Other people, they're go-getter. They just want to hit it and they just want to go and go and go and go, and they don't stop, and they just keep bringing on new projects and new stuff, and they're always trying to do
Well, honey,
something.
let me tell you,
There are
when I'm
people
in
like
my
that.
80s, I'm not planning on working. You know, I got my 401k going. I got things going. I don't have time for the foolery. I ain't got time to be getting old and then still gotta work. Child, please. I'm hoping and praying that I work to see my 401k and all that. Child, please, because they keep pushing the years. You know, they talking about 67. Oh,
Well,
I got time for all that. No, I'm hoping to live to see that. Child, I'm gonna cash out and I'm just want to enjoy my little life. That's it. I don't want to work in my 80s. I'm just gonna put it like that. I don't want to work in my 80s.
okay. Like you
That's it.
said, we're not all the same. We're not
Well,
all
we
the same.
not all the same, but if you want to work in your 80s, you know, bless you, more power to you. I ain't got time for it. I just got things to do. You know, I don't want you to be bored. I don't want you to be lonely and all that. But and that what makes you happy. If that what floats your boat, paddle your boat, baby. I'm just saying my boat wanna be at a standstill in my 80s.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right.
Okay. So, so you're in your 80s. Are you gonna be the crotchety old man on his rocker chair, on the porch, screaming at the young kids to stay off his grass? Are you going to rant when you get older?
I don't want to rant when I get over. Why do people have to rant every single day? It seems like you're miserable. You don't have a life. You're ranting over silly stuff. You just have to be motivated to say, you know what? I'm not going to rant every day. It's okay to rant and to vent sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
every day, if I feel like you ranting every day, it's just like, oh, here come Anthony. You know he finna rant about something. I ain't got, you know, and it pushes people away. That's just the way I feel or I see it. I ain't got time for it. I don't want you coming in every time I see you, you got to rant and all that. What you ranting for every day for? What is wrong?
Do
What's
you know
wrong?
that there are people's careers that are just ranting? Do you ever turn the
Uh-uh.
radio on and just listen
Mm-mm.
to like half those radio stations are just people ranting about stuff? You
I
ever
know,
watch
but
The
I mean,
View?
like you,
Those
would you
ladies
rant
rant
every
like
day?
crazy.
Would you
They
do it
rant
every
every
day?
day. They rant
Child, please,
every day.
And the first thing gonna come out my mouth, Lord, here come Anthony. You know what he finna do, and that just that's to me it's annoying, right? Because I just
Hmm.
want you to come. I just want to see you at least 2-3 days out the week without you ranting about something. Ain't
But
nobody
for
got time
some
for that
people, I
foolishness.
mean, it relaxes them. It saves their lives. Their
Okay,
blood
so you
pressure
need to go
goes
get a
down after
dog.
the rant.
You need to go get a cat and you rant to them because they not finna give you feedback. They not finna roll their eyes and all that. Ain't nobody got time for all that. And I don't want to see nobody every day. And every time I see or talk to them, they got to rant about something. Now, if it's something like, okay, so let's identify the word rant because it could be
Okay.
different ways. So give me your definition.
Ranting is just simply talking about a certain subject, explaining what you're angry about it or disgruntled or dissatisfied with, and sometimes you can get a way to fix it, and other times you're just blowing off steam.
Okay, and I get that. But is this person going to talk about this subject every day, like the same subject?
For some people, yes. For
I,
others, they change.
I don't want that. I don't want to listen to that every day. I'm not listening to that every day. I'm just going to ignore you, make a U-turn somewhere, go down another aisle or something. Don't open the door or don't answer the phone because it's going to be the same thing. I don't think so. No, no, no.
So you don't ever rant about stuff?
I rant about stuff, but I'm not fin to every time you see me, I'm ranting about the same subject every day. Either you gonna do something about it or you gonna move on. Are you what is you gonna do? You haven't fixed the problem? You know,
So
baby,
there's
because if not, we need to you need to go see a doctor or something. What's the problem?
there's no subject that you talk about quite a bit
Like I know you. You is a Disney
Okay.
fan.
Right.
You enjoy talking about Disney every single day, right?
Yes, we could do a Disney show
If we
if I
not,
wanted to.
we not. You better do it on the Angriest Man show. I'm not stunned Disney. Disney could close down tomorrow, and I just say bye bye. I don't care. Whatever Disney got going on, that's on Disney. I'm not a Disney fan. I've been to Disney only with grad night, and I haven't been since. I passed by Disney, what, at least 1, 2, 4 times every other weekend to get my grandbaby because she stay in Tampa.
Right.
I don't care about Disney. I don't care if I don't go to Disney. Now, if my grandbaby say, Papa, I want to go to Disney, I'll take her to Disney. Only because that's what she wants to do. I could care less about Disney. I know you love Disney. You fiend. You get energy, just the word Disney. I ain't got time for that. I don't need you coming to me about Disney every day. I could care less about Disney. Now, I know people love Disney and that's their job, and I get all that. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about me.
Right.
You stay behind Disney, just all this stuff. I ain't got time for all that. No. I don't care what Disney building. I don't got time for all that. I can't stand Disney. I can't stand the area, the traffic, the foot traffic,
So
it's
why
horrible.
do you live around here?
I'm talking about Disney area. It stopped me from going to Tampa in a timely manner. They need their own lane. They need a shuttle bus or something. You know I can't stand Disney. You know I can care less if I go to Disney. I don't care about no Silver Springs and Disney Springs or whatever y'all want to call it out there. I could care less.
Well, this was a lovely rant about Disney.
Because I know you love Disney.
So
you get on
let
my
me
nerves
clarify that
with
statement.
Disney.
Let me clarify that statement.
Okay.
I loved Disney.
Okay, why you don't love Disney no more? Why?
Because Disney has completely changed. And when I worked there in 2016, I saw behind the scenes and I said, this park's got about 10 years left. That's it.
Okay,
and
so, okay.
8 years later, they are crumbling. They are losing money. They are not going to make it.
It's in the talks of them building another park. What they got? What? How many billions of dollars they done set aside for this new part they got going on and all that, trying to compete against Epic Universe?
Okay, that's the hopes that they make enough money from these price increases coming next year.
They're going to. It's Disney. They're going to.
No.
They're going to. Disney is not fit to shut down. You know this.
Disney's not going to shut down.
Right.
But Disney is going to get to a point where they're going to have to pull back on projects, which they already are.
Okay, who cares?
They already are.
I don't care if they don't have another project.
The people who grew up with it, loved it, embraced it.
It's overrated.
Saw it become a great company at one time. And now it is being torn apart because of racism and because of interior motives within which, if you want to see more, go see James O'Keefe's videos on this. He really breaks down that they were specifically targeting people to employ, to sell to do whatever they wanted with. And the reason was, which I broke down in Angriest Man show on Tuesday, the reason was because they could get a ton of money from banks. BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard.
Okay, we get it, but we're not going to talk about Disney for the rest of the show. We're just not going to do that. You better go on the Angriest Man and do all that foolery.
Watch Tuesday's episode then.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Everything.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
They could move Disney from Orlando. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Bye. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know if anywhere else would take it, but okay.
What else?
Just my thoughts on it. Just my thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry that Disney done hurt your little feelings and all this other stuff because it ain't going the way you think it should go. But whatever.
It's not going away. A lot of people think it should.
Well, why do the people care? They're not getting nothing out of it, anyways.
The people care because they wanted a good product from it.
Wh-
You wanted a
It's,
good
okay,
experience.
okay.
It was a
Disney not been
place where
around
you.
long enough. Let Universal have their moment now. Let Universal shine. Let Universal do their thing now. It is what it is. It's not all about Disney. Like it's not all about me. It's not all about you. It is what it is.
Well,
Disney
here's
step
the
to the
case on
side.
that.
Let Disney step to the side and let these people come in and do what they need to do.
Well, that is happening because a lot of
Because
people
they
left
just had on the
Disney
news
to
the other
go to
day
Universal.
that fast band or fast pass and all that you got to call in and this is too much. It's just too much.
Okay, quick summary. They're getting rid of Genie Plus and basically moving Lightning Lane as the new Genie Plus.
See, I don't know nothing about Genie Plus, the Lightning Lane, and I don't know nothing, no
It's
rides out there, nothing.
it's gone now to where you have to get your admission to get into the park, and then you have to pay to basically get on all the good rides. Which
Okay, if somebody want to be,
ironically,
go ahead.
some of those good rides are going to be down this summer, so you won't even be able to get on them and won't be up till about fall time or so. So if you want to go, push off to at least September to go. And then, like I said, Tuesday, if you really want to go with no crowds, wait till next year. Next year, there will be very minimal crowds at Disney because everyone's going to be down the street at Epic.
Well,
So,
actually, I done did all this talk about Disney. I'm going to Disney in the end of September,
oh
October.
my,
Listen, only because listen, only because I got I'm not gonna say too much. I we're a sidebar on it, but I'm gonna take my grandbaby, and there's a reason why. So, but they just say wait till September, October ish, or whatever, and I just said okay,
yes. Okay.
all right.
All right. Anything else
But
for tonight? Because it is almost 9 o'clock and
yeah,
debate
yeah,
is starting.
I know. I think it was a great show tonight. We were fired
Yes.
up tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do some more packing. That's it when I get off.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to stay on board and watch the debate?
No, I'm not. I do not take me there. You do not take
No.
me there.
No.
You can stay on board all you want. I'm not starting no debate. What's gonna happen. They not finna rub my blood pressure up because I don't care. It is what it is.
Okay. So real quick before we go, well, you go. My loneliest memory is seeing Camelot in the movies on a Saturday night all alone. Well, we are sorry to hear that, Mary Jade. We hope that you Camelot. What was that, like the 60s? Hopefully you found someone since and can go see the movies with somebody. So
Right.
there you go.
I love
There you
Mary
go.
Jade.
Okay. All right. Any quote of the night?
I haven't thought about quoting, but listen,
Hmm.
get your life in order. That's all I gotta say. Not for nobody else, but for you. You know.
Very open, but okay.
Oh, Mary J say
A
good
lot of
show.
different ways. Yes.
Yeah. Get your life in order. Not for nobody else, but for you. Because at the end of the day, stop depending on other people and do you. Just do you. Because I see people
Figuratively, not literally.
do not
All
start.
right. So,
Okay, do not start.
all
I know
right.
where you gonna
So
take it.
work on
Don't go
yourself,
there.
get yourself better,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Awesome.
All right. Me and Anthony want to thank each and every one of you that participated, that watched our live show, left comments. Please continue to tell a friend, a neighbor, a family member. We don't care. Just watch our show. We thank you. We love you for free. And good night. I think Anthony finna stay on and do whatever he finna do with the politics and
I am
debate or whatever.
staying on, and we are watching. And goodness gracious, if you were in Atlanta today, I feel very sorry for you because the traffic looked horrendous as Biden was coming in. But when Trump was coming in, wow, the people were out for him. So we'll see who wins this debate.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
see. All right.
Are
Good
you out?
night. Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
All right. All right. Are we losing for now? I believe we're losing for now. And we have lost him. Okay. So it's just me. I'm on the board watching the debates. Let's see. Is this live? This is not live. Okay. We've got a live feed on it. Okay, I may be watching on a delay right now, but Joe Biden, President of the United States, has walked out. And if you watch on X, Robert F. Kennedy is actually going to debate with them. Interesting. Interesting. So we're doing a watch along. So if you're watching at home, the debate is on. President Biden has started answering the first question. Seems a little raspy, speaking very fast, like he's got got it all memorized, and he's just trying to spew it out real quick. Okay, so far, first few minutes seems very civil right now. Okay, so here's what's going on. We have the presidential debate on CNN between Joe Biden and President Trump. We also have a live stream with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and he is actually debating the debate. So this this is all over the place right now. So here's what we're gonna do. is, let me just, so what we're going to do is we're going to end it. Feel free to watch the debates that you're watching. I'm going to try to watch everything, and we'll talk about it on Tuesday's show of The Angriest Man, or I may possibly even throw it on Saturday night's Angriest Man show. So feel free to watch me on Twitter, X, as it's now called, and we'll go over stuff throughout the night. I don't want to just keep, everybody on here just watching this when there's honestly not a whole lot going on. The first question was basically, is inflation, how are people feeling it and all this? Like, come on. Everybody knows there's inflation going on. The numbers are fudged quite a bit anyway. And how do you stop the inflation? Stop government spending. Stop giving out the money. Stop, spending so much on everything so that the dollar gets beat up enough that it is inflated. That's how you start pulling back. That's what the government can do. And that'll bring down the inflation. And then you can start lowering interest rates. That's the best way to do it. If you look at Argentina right now, their inflation went down simply because he started cutting the government jobs and started cutting government stuff. That's the way to do it. I mean, some of this stuff is just, I don't even know. I'll be surprised. They look like they're not cutting each other off just yet, but as we get into it, we'll see how it goes. My guess is nothing big is going to happen out of this. Joe kind of looks like he's on his feet right now. It's only about 9:15, so we'll see how he looks at about 10:45 or so. I believe it's a 2-hour debate, or is it only 90 minutes? Maybe it's only 90 minutes. We'll catch him after 10 o'clock, and we'll see how he is. He certainly seems like he's alert right now. I've heard all kinds of medications were used on him, but he seems alert right now. Again, I've got multiple debates going on right now, so it's a little hectic over here. So here's what I'll say. This will be like a NASCAR race. Unless there's a fiery crash somewhere, I don't think this is really moving the voting majorities on anybody. You're not going to see any crazy polls or anything. It's going to be a close race up until what I say is the Democratic National Convention. Once we get there, once we're sure he is the candidate running, because I still think there could be a second candidate coming out of nowhere. Once we know it's him, then we know where this race goes. This is one of the earliest debates in a presidential race. Usually you have these things in September, October. People will remember when they go to the polls what was said. I mean, this is going to hit the news, and probably in a week, no one's going to remember. So I'll wish everyone a good night from me and Vernell. We want to thank everyone for watching the show tonight. We thank you for the comments. Feel free to share this to your friends so they can watch and have a lot of fun. Little over an hour on this show, so I'm not going to keep everybody going all night. Thank you so much. We love you for free. Join us next Thursday on this channel, 2 Men in a Room, where we'll have more debates and more topics. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and a great weekend. Good night.